Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We are here post sleep along settings where we watched the entire game today on the channel, and if you were there you'd know what I'm doing right now. And if you weren't there, well, let me care to explain. How do I explain this? I anticipated before the game, after seeing the lineup, that we were going to get a Snoozefest, just like we did in the first leg. And I said, guys, get your pillows out and make sure that you guys are comfortable because we're going to need this. It's going to be a Snoozefest. And we went through the first half. And we did. We after 5 minutes, I made the executive order, as Donald Trump likes to sign. I made an executive order. The executive order was, immediately after witnessing Dewsbury Hall kick the ball off the pitch for no apparent reason. He tried to make a pass, it just went off the pitch. After 5 minutes, I was like, okay, it's time, guys. We have got our confirmation. We are going to turn this watch along into a sleep along and get the pillows. And I've been watching the game like this, all laid back, put pillow at the ready. I mean, it's beautiful. We suffered in that first leg, the first half, first leg, if you remember. And I was determined not to let that happen again. So for 40 minutes of the first half, I was watching very comfortably. Very comfortably to the point where not only were we kind of watching the game, but me and the chat, big up to all of you that were in the chat, we were talking about various important topics, such as paint, what types of paint exists, what shops you can buy paint from. I even discovered Leyland. Well, not discovered, I knew about it, but I forgot the name, and no one in the chat could get it. And I had to find it out on Google. And I went and found Leyland. I was like, Leyland. And everyone was like, oh, okay, yeah, Leyland Trade. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, we found out shops, different types of paint. We had a debate as to, you know, after paint dries, how long do you have to leave it before it starts to change color? Because after a certain amount of time, paint gets old, and the walls begin to change color. If you have a light color, that is. We went into all that whole debate on paint, and it was good. And then we moved to jam. Right? We moved to what's your favorite jam? I said raspberry. We had strawberry in there, apricot in there. We had a few options. That was the first half. So I don't need to say anything else, really, to sum up what that was like and how that actually went down. Alongside the first half in the first leg, that was, without question, the most despicable half of football I think we have seen. And I think it goes down, well. It should not qualify as a half of professional football. Right? And then Maresca had to make some subs because he was like, yo, this is painful. You know, we were meant to have a singing section tonight. And I'm not even going to ask where they were, because I know they were there. But what is there to sing to? You know, Copenhagen was singing like crazy. Yeah, you ain't going to be louder than them. At that point, you might as well just wait for something to happen. And the problem is it wasn't coming. And the first half sent everyone to sleep. Second half, we brought on Palmer. We brought on Cucurella. We took off Enzo. We left on Dewsbury Hall. And it's hilarious because Dewsbury Hall was the one that got the goal. Dewsbury Hall was having a stinker. A shocking game. But he scored a good goal. That does happen sometimes, where you have a very bad game, and then a chance comes, and you bury it, as you should. And you've turned a stinker into a good game by default, because no one else is doing what you've done, despite you having a stinker. You've had a poor game for 89 out of the 90 minutes that you've played, but in that 1 minute, you actually got the winning goal. That's what's happened today. So, thanks for the goal, Dewsbury Hall. But if there was a possibility to sell him, I would sell him today, because you would be selling him at an all-time high. And I would rather sell now than get rug pulled, which is what's going to happen. So, to use a meme coin crypto reference, of course, I've got a feeling that this is him at an all-time high. And we're not going to get anything like that again for the rest of the season. So, that's that. And then we brought on Nkunku. We took off Josh. We brought on Antwi towards the end. And just like the first leg, where we brought on Kukurea, we brought on Nkunku, if you remember, we brought on players. And then the game changed. The game changed, it shifted, and we picked up momentum and we started looking better. The only thing that was better in this second half, in this leg, despite bringing all these players on, is that we actually had more than one shot on target. Because the first half, we had no shots at all. Not even just on target. We had no shots. Period. We just decided to not shoot. The second half, we decided to shoot. And we managed to get one at least on target. We got a few, I think, in the end on target, did we? Let me actually check the official stat. The official stat. We ended up with 6 on target. Yeah. In the end. So for that, people will go, the second half was better. The second half, look. We could have, me and you guys, we could organize our own team. Yeah. And we could play. And we would have a better half than Chelsea did in the first half. Anyone's having a better half than that. So I don't want to use that as a comparison, because that's scraping the bottom of the barrel. But the second half was still poor. Let's just keep it real. We have just about scraped a 1-0 win tonight against Copenhagen. Just about. Copenhagen couldn't finish their dinner. They had 2 chances in that last 5-10 minutes of the game in order to equalize, and they couldn't. They just couldn't. Overall, that was absolutely poor. Now we're through 3-1 on aggregate. Technically, my prediction could be deemed as correct. I meant aggregate. I said 3-1 today. I mean, that just tells you where my head was at. And we got 1-0. We got 1-0 and we got it like we was trying to get blood out of a stone. Just really poor overall. And even the subs, like I was mentioning, didn't have much impact. Kukurea was basically playing up front, and I understand that. Fair play, because he does score goals. And he can shoot. And Nkunku, nothing. Cole Palmer, like we said towards the end of the sleep along, that wasn't Cole Palmer, that was Paul Karma. Especially the last one. You would see the last one where it was 5-on-2. It was 5, or was it 5-on-3? But anyway, we were outnumbering them, moving towards the box. Cole Palmer. He's got 2 options on either side. He decides to shoot, but he doesn't even shoot. He passes it to the goalkeeper. I'm like, that's not Cole Palmer, that's Paul Karma, as someone said in the chat. And I took that on board because it's absolutely spot on. And then at the end of the game, again, we get not just smiles and smiles are smiles. That's going to happen. We won the game. But yeah, Maresca hugged all of his coaching staff again. I don't know what's going on. It's actually turning painful. It's actually turning painful. The one thing I've got to be happy about and grateful about is that today didn't go to extra time and didn't go to penalties. Like my last 2 watch-alongs on this channel have done. Liverpool PSG went to penalties. Great, I got sleep deprived. Last night, Real Madrid and Atletico went to penalties. Great, I got sleep deprived. Well, tonight I get to sleep well. And I get to sleep like a baby. Just like I done on the watch-along, I get to do tonight with the pillow in complete peace. Good amount of hours. I'm very happy and grateful for that. So for that, Chelsea, thank you for not losing. That's the only thing I have to say in regards to a positive on here. But that was absolutely dross overall. And I'm very glad that I saw this coming from a mile away. And not only did I get the pillow, but I told my chat to get a pillow before kickoff because I knew it was going to happen. So I hope everyone on that watch along was comfortable, and I hope I provided you a lifeline. Just like I spoke with Matisse, he was on his watch along, and he got a pillow. He even reclined his chair. His chair can recline. I was like, bro, this is a new watch long experience. We are pioneering, new things into the watch long experience here, brother. You could get the pillows out, make yourself comfortable, because if not, you're just going to suffer. And I would rather rest and take it easy than suffer when this team are playing like this. So yeah, this will be making more appearances, I've got a feeling. So we will be there. But 1-0, we're through. We play either Legia Warsaw or Molde in the next round. And right now, as it stands, hang on, all the games are finished. Man United are through in the Europa League. Tottenham are through in the Europa League. Lyon are through in the Europa League. Fenerbahce have come back from behind, and they are taking it to extra time. Legia Warsaw, Molde have gone into extra time because that's 3-3 on aggregate. Fiorentina are through, and Real Betis are through. Things are about to get tasty up in here, right? So we'll see where this is all going now. We'll see where this is all going. But we're through. Let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of it? Did you get the pillow? Did you not get the pillow? Let me know what happened when you were watching the game. And did you enjoy it? I didn't, but we won anyway. Let's go. I'm about to go to sleep because I need it. Enjoy yours. Take care, people. Look after yourselves. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.